What is your American dream?
My American dream right now is for equality, especially for black women in America. Flint, Michigan hasn't had water in 4 years, and that should be something that is focused on now.
My American dream is getting out of student debt and making sure that no generation has to endure this crippling debt like the millennials have. I'm tired of it. I want to be able to own a home. That's my American dream.
I want to live in a place where everybody's equal. That's it. That's the promise of this country, is that we could all be equal, that nobody is above anybody else. That's my American dream.
The American dream is the everyone, regardless the race, the religion, the ideology, we can sit at the same tables and have the same opportunity to say, I'm a free man, I'm in the free world, and we have we deserve a better opportunity.
My American dream is to complete my education, meet as many people from as many different backgrounds as I can, and to eventually go back home and bring that knowledge to my small country and make people feel like they're mobile and they're able to do whatever they want, wherever they want, with no restrictions.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Well, Spar and Bernstein has been nothing but great to me throughout my trials. I mean, it's 5 years into this car accident, and they never gave up on me, never. And in everything, they fought for me, and I am so proud to tell everyone, don't even wink for a moment. It's you, Spar and Bernstein. My lawyer here, Mr. Barack, has been a cage animal. He wanted to go on trial, but thank God we settled out of court, and it was something that I'm very, very happy about. So everyone, I'm telling you, I'm not just making stories up. You have to use this law firm. Spar and Bernstein is the best, worldwide best.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The outcome of your divorce could affect you for the rest of your life. If you don't have the right attorney, you could literally be paid through the nose forever.
That's right, Brad. For example, did you know that half the money you put into your retirement during your marriage is up for grabs in your divorce? So a disagreement as to when your marriage exactly ended could cost you thousands of dollars from your hard-earned retirement fund. And let's say you bought a house together. Factors like who's paying the bills, who paid the down payment, and whether you're receiving rental income can all affect your settlement in huge ways.
If you're having family law issues, if you're having matrimonial issues, you need attorneys who are going to fight hard for you. Call the matrimonial department, the family law department, here at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein.
This is an attorney advertisement. Prior results do not guarantee similar outcome. Da-da-dee, da-da-da, da-da-dee. Why is my chest open up? A pleasant good morning to each and everyone out there. Welcome 93.5 FM listeners. Welcome Facebook listeners and viewers. I'm getting dressed on the show. Something that Patrice does for me and Brad every day. Get us dressed and everything. All right? And of course, we're here ready again to answer immigration questions. Brad, are you ready?
Yeah.
You're the attorney?
I am.
I'm the man.
You are.
Yes.
Glad we got that covered.
I'm glad we got that covered.
Yes, the man and the attorney.
You need to go get a shave, by the way.
You need a shave as well, right around this whole area right
don't do
here.
that. Don't do that.
Yes.
That doesn't look right when you do that.
I know, but that's where the hair is growing.
Don't do that. Don't
where
do that.
the hair is growing. You know what? You got to
that.
change your look. It's 2018. You got to change your look.
You know what, man?
You know, new look,
you know
2018.
What? I found out a long time ago.
What did you find out a long time
I'm
ago?
a wonderful, good-looking black man.
Nobody says you're not.
I'm not Idris Elba.
By the way, let me ask you a question.
But
can I ask you a question? And I'm serious. Why can't you just be a good-looking guy?
No.
Handsome guy.
I'm a good-looking black man.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have to be also a good.
No, the odds are stacked against me. So
they are stacked. Well,
so you want to know what? I gotta put it out there.
I understand that, but whether you were black, white, or yellow, the fact is you're a good-looking man.
You see?
You understand what I'm saying?
Nah.
No. Tell me why.
Nah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate, so just tell me why.
Nah.
Tell me why.
I'm a good-looking black man.
Tell me. I know, but that means if you were white, you wouldn't be good-looking. If your skin was white, you would not be a good-looking man?
If I'm that guy that you like, that's married to Angelina Jolie, Brad
Pitt? Yes. I don't like him. Why you say I like him?
Because you like Brad Pitt.
I like him because I like his name. They're divorced, by the way.
Oh, by the way.
Yes.
See?
He's so good looking, he got divorced. All right. I think you're good looking whether you're black or white. I think you should just be a good looking man.
On a serious
you
note,
just say,
you
I'm
have
the
known
good looking
me.
man, and Brad's the attorney.
You've known me for 20 years. Do you
Right.
think I will ever get married?
I'm sorry?
Do you think I will ever get married?
Never in a million years. You are going to die a bachelor.
You know what, Brad? Thank you so much, man. That
I
made
think
me feel
so.
freaking great, man.
Why?
You know, I just said to him, let's
Why?
get
How
into
many people-
let's get into character for the show.
How many
And then he
people-
said something like that. It just
How many
just
people? Let me
killed
ask you
it
a
for me.
question. All right, I'm going to ask the Facebook Brad Squad and Team Squeeze. How many people out there think now? David Squeeze Anarchy has I'm not going to say your age, but obviously you're not a teenager anymore.
Well, I hope not.
You are not a teenager anymore. David Squeeze Anarchy has been in many, many relationships, right?
Why did you say many, many?
Many, many.
What is this? The
More
Police
than one.
Academy show?
More than one.
Many.
Many, many, many. But he has never been married. So what? So I'm just basing it on your track record. Now,
You know,
it is possible. It is possible.
At my age, I think I've only had like 6 girlfriends.
Then that's more than one. So that's many, many, many. Many. That's what I should have said.
All right,
So
go
you
on,
had
I'm
6
listening.
girlfriends. You want to continue this conversation?
Go on. As I rev up, by the way, folks, I need for you all to just get on the pages and start sharing on Facebook. Just share. Let's blow the show out of the water. Once again, it's the Brad and Squeeze Show. Right now, make sure you check it out. We got some new developments coming very, very, very soon that you're gonna love, and we're gonna need for you to participate. And I'm very elated, by the way, about everything that's happening. So we want for you to just check out the news, what Brad's got, what Jill's produced for him, and everything. And then we're gonna be taking your questions. Do remember right now, turn up your radio. And of course, share on Facebook, and remember to place your questions on Facebook. Once again, the Brad and Squeeze Show, turning it up. And now that we got it out of the way, that I'm good-looking, single, and will never get married.
Yeah.
According to Brad.
By the way, Tamika, very nice to you.
I love Tamika.
Tamika's very, very nice to you. Just look what she
Tamika,
writes on.
Nicola, I love all of
They
them.
do,
The
yeah.
Brad Squad and the Team
Yes.
Squeeze.
Yes.
All right? They got my back.
Yeah,
That's all
Jeff
I got to say.
Jeff Bossy says you are not a handsome black man. You are a smart businessman.
You know what? I like Jeff.
Okay.
You know, Jeff's a cool
right.
dude.
That he's
You know?
okay. I'm just telling you what he's saying.
You know what? You know why Jeff knows that? Jeff is one of the few individuals who know why. Will repeat the same thing on the radio over and over and
Yes.
over and over. That's the reason why I
Right,
dropped
dude.
the operative word smart
Well,
in there.
Jeff
It's
started-
ingrained in people's brain.
Jeff said he started listening to you just to annoy all his coworkers.
And then they're
By
all
the way,
caught.
Carol. By the way, now he loves listening. By the way, Carol Anderson says you got a baby face.
I do.
You have a baby face.
I'm glad that's all. I'm glad that's all that I have. That's a baby.
A baby face with a partially gray mustache.
Hey.
That's a baby face. Meanwhile, a quick programming note, and it's not a quick programming note. I think everybody needs to take out their pen and paper right now. We're going to get a lot of maybe awes, or maybe happy faces or sad faces. I don't know, Squeeze.
Right.
Okay, but starting on February 1st.
Yep.
All right, please, everybody, take out your diaries, take out your phone, take out a pad of paper, a little post-it next to the refrigerator or the telephone.
Yeah.
And if you don't have any of that, just take out a pen and write it on your hand. We are moving, Squeeze. We will be moving. The moving men are coming. Brad and Squeeze are moving.
Yep, we're dismantling the studio.
We are dismantling the studio. We will be moving. We are not moving to Kingston, Jamaica, unfortunately, although that would be a nice move. We are not moving to Miami, Florida, although that would be a nice move as well. We're staying right here in New York City. But what we will be doing...
the same address, by the way.
At the same address at 225 Broadway. But please, and we're going to announce this on every show, but starting February 1st, which is a week from today, we will be moving our live... You can watch us whenever you want, because it's going to be on Facebook, it's going to be on YouTube. But we're going to have one live show that starts in the evening on New York time, from 5:30 to 7:30 in the evening.
According to the marketing team, the CMO...
That is
what
right.
we got to do.
We saw a lot of statistics, and the statistics don't lie. And
The numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. So,
I know that.
Yes. Numbers don't lie. So
I know that.
Right, so people who are listening on WVIP, people who are watching on Facebook, people who are watching on YouTube, take out your diary, take out your phone, set your clock, tell your friends and family, scream it out the window. Brad and Squeeze are moving. We are moving to, starting a week from today, we are moving to 5:30 start time in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. That's 2:30. Yep, I'm getting a ooh face. 2:30 in California
Now you're
time.
gonna get more comments.
Yes, 2:30 California time, but 5:30 New York time live to 7:30 New York time live. 2 hours, once a day, Brad and Squeeze. The moving men are coming. All right, with that said,
Got to remind it's still powered by USACreditRepairInc.com. Time to get to some calls at 1-800-529-5465. Squeeze in my 2 seconds of USACreditRepairInc.com. All right, you ready?
Jealous Jordan says, Brad, I'm going to get you a black Jamaican girl.
Boy.
Maybe that's something. Maybe that's something I need, Squeeze.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah.
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 I think we should get to some calls. What's going on in the news, by the way?
There's a lot going on in the news.
Okay.
All right.
You got
By the
stuff
way,
in your,
what?
You got stuff in your hands again?
I got all this stuff here. Okay. A number also, please share with your friends and family right now.
Right.
Take out the button. Muta Ali has a whole new graphic thing about how to share. I don't know if we're ready to show it yet, but if not, hopefully very soon. But okay, not yet. But we're ready to, soon we're going to show you graphically how to share. Okay, but right now, take out your thumb.
I think everyone
go to the
knows
share
how to
button,
share.
or your thumb, or this. I think. What do you?
I think everyone can read.
Let me ask you a question.
We have a very intelligent base of listeners and viewers.
Do you use your thumb? Do you go like that, or do you go like that, or do you go like that?
It's this finger you use, Brad.
This one.
Yeah, this finger.
The pointing finger.
Because you have your finger on a mouse
pointing
pad like
finger.
this, and then you use this one.
Okay, so take out your pointing finger, go to share it on your timeline, let everybody know we are here to help you with your immigration issues, and also let everybody know that we will be moving 5:30 in the evening starting February 1st live, 5:30 to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, with that said, Squeeze, Donald Trump said on Monday,
Right.
he is going to come out with his plan for immigration.
Yeah.
It will be his 8th or 9th plan that he will be. Yep, there he is, Mr. Smugface himself. He will be coming out with his plan, maybe his 8th or 9th plan. His first plan is we're just going to build a huge, beautiful wall across Mexico that they're going to pay for. That was the entire plan. Okay. Now he's learned that that's not really a plan. Okay, so he's going to be coming out with a plan, but I will say this. Okay, what he says all the time, consistently, since prior to the election, and look at all those angry faces coming across on Facebook. Yep. Angry faces. Okay, what he has said is he is willing to do something for the Dreamers. He vacillates back and forth. One day yes, one day no. But what he consistently...
You like that word, vacillate, right?
Vacillate.
No, I'm saying you like that word.
Vacillate.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. That's it.
Why do you say that?
Because you've been using it a lot lately.
Vacillating.
Yeah. But go on.
What does that
proceed.
sound like to you, vacillate?
It sounds like Mr. Trump. That's
Mr.
what
Trump.
That's what he is.
Okay. So he vacillates back and forth. Yeah, maybe. Okay. So we're not sure what's going to happen with the Dreamers. Okay. But what he consistently says is end chain migration.
Yeah.
Now we know from watching the Brad and Squeeze show that chain migration is a myth. Okay, chain migration means a family member comes and then that family member sponsors another family member. But the idea that has been put into the popular culture through the news, through Fox News, especially through the words of Donald Trump, who consistently says the same exact thing, is that somehow chain migration, one person comes and then the next day their entire family comes, their cousins, their aunts, their uncles, and by giving one person a green card, the entire family of 50 people show up the next day. That's kind of what's put out there in the popular culture.
That's bullcrap.
That's bullcrap.
Yeah.
As Squeeze says.
That's bullcrap.
That's bullcrap.
That's bullcrap.
Bullcrap.
Yeah.
What happens really is a family member comes, they sponsor their adult son or daughter who may be married, and that adult son or daughter right now is going to wait over a decade, maybe a generation to get a green card.
Yep.
That son or daughter who may be 25 will come here when they're 45. Okay? That son or daughter is not taking a job away from anybody today. Okay? Worry about it in 15, 20 years from now, what they may or may not be doing.
Yep.
That person comes, they want to file for their brother or sister. That brother or sister first can't be filed for until that person becomes a citizen, which is 5 years later. And then has to file for your brother and sister, and that's a 20-year wait. 25 years for your brother and sister, hardly a chain. I think that the people who are worried that somebody's brother and sister is going to take their job away will be long gone and buried, probably retired, or on the way to retirement by the time the brother and sister shows up here on our shores.
Why is it
So the whole idea...
This is like Groundhog's Day. You said this like a million times.
Because Trump says it, I got it. You know how he says the same thing every time and then it becomes the truth? I got to counter that by saying the same thing every time, and then maybe people will say, hey, maybe there's some more truth. Maybe he's fake news. Maybe. So what I would tell everybody right now, Squeeze,
is to share and to call 1-800-LAWLEAGUE.
And besides that, let me just finish my thought. What I would tell everybody right now is, since you hear the same thing all the time, we're going to end chain migration, we're going to end chain migration. If you have a brother or sister you want to file for, you better get that thing filed this week or next week, or within the next couple weeks. I've been saying this for 2-3 years, but now we're coming to that, you know, what's the term? We're going to meet Jesus moment or whatever it is, you know, like when you know, reality hits. Isn't that like the come to Jesus moment, a revelation? No, you're looking at me like I'm crazy. It's like a revelation. You never heard that term before?
Revelation, yes.
Yes.
Last chapter in the Bible.
That come to Jesus moment when everything, reality hits. And the reality is going to be that if you want to file for your brother and sister, you better do it right now. If you want to file for your adult children, whether married or unmarried, you better do it right now.
Time of reckoning right now.
The time of reckoning.
Yeah.
The time of reckoning.
Yeah. It's now.
Now.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah.
So that's
I found that out a long time ago.
That's what's happening with Donald Trump. Okay. What else is happening? North Korea is calling for reunification. They want to have one unified country now, with nuclear weapons from shining sea to shining sea.
One unified country are countries.
Country. But what they haven't said...
Are you talking about North Korea and South Korea,
yes,
or just North Korea?
North Korea and South Korea unified.
So countries.
Right. What they haven't said, interestingly, is who will rule this unified country? I think it's Kim Jong-un wants to rule it.
He's being very smart.
Yeah, he's saying, oh yeah, let's have a unified country. Yeah, that sounds good. Wait a second. Who's going to be ruling this country? All right. He hasn't really said what's going to happen there. By the way, Squeeze, you know, you have some children, right?
Yes.
And when they were young, did you watch Barney the dinosaur?
No, I watched Barney. I watched Barney the dinosaur.
Barney the dinosaur. You know this purple guy, Barney the dinosaur. You know this guy?
Oh, I never made my kids watch that guy.
No, I never made my kids watch.
Because I never liked the show.
Oh,
There's something funny about that show. I don't know, but I just never liked it.
Okay, so let me tell you.
That purple dinosaur thing did not sit well with me.
No,
seriously.
There was something wrong with him.
I swear, I don't know what you're coming with, but I swear I never, ever liked Barney.
Really?
Ever.
Really? And that's
I don't know what you're
funny.
gonna say.
That's so funny that you would say the word coming with. Because let me tell you the story about Barney the purple dinosaur.
What?
Okay. So there's an actor who played Barney the purple dinosaur that just came out in the news.
Yeah.
This guy, he played T-Rex Barney. He was a dinosaur. His name is David Joyner. He's 52 years old. Barney now is off the air. So David Joyner says, I have to reinvent myself because there's no more Barney. So he has reinvented himself after dancing as a purple dinosaur for his entire career. He has reinvented himself as a tantric therapist. Do you know what a tantric therapist is, Squeeze?
I'm quite sure you are going to tell myself and all of the viewers and listeners.
A tantric therapist is somebody who teaches somebody the joy and love of sex, who may not otherwise know how to enjoy sex. Barney the dinosaur is now a tantric therapist. He says, and I'm quoting, Squeeze,
yeah,
the energy I brought up in the costume, this is why you didn't like him. The energy I brought up while in the costume is based on the foundation of Tantra, which is love. Everything stems, grows, and evolves from love. So Joyner now accepts only female clients. They pay him $350 for a 4-hour session for him to have sex with them. I'm not sure if he's a tantric therapist, Barney, or he's just a male prostitute. We're not exactly sure what's going on here.
Next subject.
Okay, no, I'm not done yet.
Next subject.
But no, this is the really bad part about it all, Squeeze.
Next topic.
All right,
Next news item.
Nope. I gotta finish this, Squeeze.
Next news item.
Squeeze, I gotta finish this.
Next news
All
item.
right. His clients have to declare in an affidavit because he doesn't wear a condom with them.
Jesus, can we get
I'm
to
telling you what
can
Barney the Dinosaur is doing.
Ladies, everybody on Facebook and out there, can we get to the rest of the show? This is disgusting.
It is. Let me just finish the concept. Do you want to hear it now?
I'm listening.
He asks his
I would
clients.
say, you know.
He asks his. All right. You don't want to hear the rest.
I don't want to hear about that.
It's just weird. Barney the Dinosaur is now like a male prostitute.
It's disgusting.
It is.
I never
he's having sex with these females without a condom. God knows what diseases Barney has these days, if any. I don't know. What is his? By the way, what is his background that he can be a tantric therapist? Why is this newsworthy?
Thank you.
Why is this in my cards?
But these days, no one listens to Squeeze. So
why is this in my cards?
By the way, that website is coming.
Which website?
Nobody listens to
Nobody
Squeeze.
listens to Squeeze. By the way, I put words to our theme song. You know the theme song. You know, da 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. Okay? So you know that song, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's just play it quickly. Okay? I just want to look. It goes dun, 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 dun. Where's Squeeze? Where's Squeeze? Where's Squeeze? Bum, 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 bum. So
what would you do without me? Everything. Or nothing.
I can't do it without you, Squeeze. Where I had that in my head all morning while I was sitting here waiting to start the show.
Who else could you lambast, pick on, beat up, and then get the crap kicked out of you? And it's so weird when you fire back at Brad. Oh, you don't want to see him turn red, man.
Yeah.
You don't like.
Very true.
You don't like being beat up.
I do not.
No, I noticed that.
Yes, I'm very
But you
sensitive.
like beating up.
I'm not beating up. I was just
picking on Squeeze as usual?
I was not picking on you. I just put words to our theme song.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready now?
Amani in Kingston, Jamaica. Amani,
what's up?
Hi guys, how are you?
good.
Oh,
what's
wonderful.
up?
Okay, so I've been here listening, and you actually touched on a topic I'm calling about, which is the so-called chain migration.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I used to think it was just family-based, but the far right terms it as chain migration. Now, my question is, what happens to those people who've already filed petitions, but not yet approved, if it passes?
We don't know what's going to pass. So, we're pulling the cart before the horse. Whatever passes will almost 99% sure, not 100% sure,
Right.
but 99% sure whatever passes will need some support from Democrats. Because the Senate is only 52-48 Republican. That means
Isn't it 51-49?
Yeah, because not every Republican is on board with with Trump's immigration plan.
Bush in your mind.
There are a lot of moderate Republicans who are not on board with it. Okay, so I will tell you one: Lindsey Graham, Republican, ran for president.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've been watching him.
He's not on board with ending. And by the way, it's about time that people say it's not chain migration; it's called family reunification. And there's nothing wrong with being reunified with your family, and it doesn't happen overnight. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, we don't know what's going to happen, but I will say this. Okay, so I don't know. You're asking me to guess. The only thing I would tell you is this. If something passes and they say, okay, no more filing for your family members, and you have not filed for a family member, you are SOL, meaning statute of limitations or the nomenclature.
Squeeze on life.
Squeezed on life. You are
Squeezed on
squeezed
life.
on life. Okay. If you have been filed for but not approved, you have something to stand on. The government took your money. They said they're going to give you a benefit. They never acted on that benefit. And perhaps there's some constitutional violation there. If you have been filed for and you are approved, now you even have a stronger stance. The government said, you are approved for a green card, go wait on this line, we took your money. And they said they're going to give you a benefit down the line, assuming you otherwise qualify for a green card. And now they're saying, we're not giving you that benefit anymore. I think that is even a stronger case for the courts to look at. I'm not a constitutional scholar. I will just tell you this. In the history of the United States, when the U.S. government says, we're going to give you a benefit, especially when they take money from you, and they arbitrarily, they arbitrarily say they are no longer giving you that benefit. Okay, that's when the courts get involved and say that's unconstitutional. It's one thing to say individually, we're not going to give you that benefit because you have a criminal record. We're not going to give you that benefit because you lied. But to arbitrarily tell everybody, sorry, after they've accepted your money, that to me could be challenged in the courts. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Just keep listening.
Keep listening. The only thing I would tell people, is file, because if you file, you're in a better position than if you haven't.
Okay.
Where in Jamaica are you calling from, Amani?
Kingston.
Okay. And bet you she hasn't visited Fiction.
Yes, she has.
No, I no lie. I've been to Fiction. Is that the one next to UBTNR?
Yeah,
yes,
there you go. Oh, so you've been to my club.
I've been there. I've been there once.
What do you think?
Once, but
how long ago was that?
I think that was long before you took over.
Right.
I'm not sure how long you've
been.
Oh,
so now I've taken over. You said you're not coming. Okay, thank you so much, Amani. I love you.
No. Listen.
By the way, let me ask you a question. Do you know the owner of Fiction is a very, very handsome black man?
Let me guess. Squeeze?
Yes. I'm just saying what he says. That's how he calls himself.
Damn right.
Okay.
Skippy.
Okay.
All right, Amani. We'll catch up with you sometime. All right.
Much.
Well, thanks a lot for calling in from
no
Jamaica.
All right. All right. By the way, the telephone number is 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. That's the number to get on our show. It's also the number to call if you want to make an appointment to see us.
There you go. All right, let's go to another call. Brad, can you go rapid through the calls?
Yes.
Okay,
Mrs. Ormsby in Brooklyn.
Okay, Ormsby in Brooklyn. Is it Ormsby Brothers?
I don't know.
Okay. Hello?
Mrs. Ormsby?
Hello.
Hi
Mrs.
there.
Ormsby.
Morning.
How are you?
Good morning.
I just want to find out. I'm married to a Christian. I'm married to a green card holder. And I'm trying, if when I put in my high 130, can I travel back and front from Jamaica to here?
No. If you get married to somebody and you have filed for your green card, there's always can stop you at the airport and say, what is your purpose of coming here? Because you've already shown an intent to get a green card and they're going to think you're going to overstay. So once an I-130 goes in, I tell people don't travel. Don't take the chance.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Come see me. You're in Brooklyn now. Come see me. We're right across the river. And let's go through your immigration status and we'll tell you what you can and can't do.
1-800-529-5465. Once again, this is the Brad and Squeeze Show, hosted by yours truly, David Squeezaniki and Brad Bernstein, taking your calls at 1-800-LAW-LINK. And don't forget to place your questions on Facebook, the Brad and Squeeze page.
Joy in Queens, New York. Joy.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, I'm calling to ask a question. If I claim you're on a visiting visa, and if I have my child here, how would it affect my visa and affect me and the child?
If you came on a visitor's visa and gave birth during that visit, the government's going to say you misrepresented why you were coming here to the United States. You gave birth. The visitor's visa is not a birthing visa. They're going to take your visa away from you and bar you from coming to the United States.
Also, if I try to travel again, they're going to take it?
It's very possible. Very, very possible, especially if they know about the child. It's almost inevitable if they know about the child. You are in Queens. Come see me. Hold on. Let's go to Charmaine in Brooklyn. Charmaine.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
What's up?
I'd like to find out how long after you're married can you put in the papers?
The next day. How long have you been in the United States?
5 years now.
Okay, you can put it in the next day and you should.
Okay.
All right, hold on. We can help. All right. Squeeze 1-800-529-5465. Do you want to find social media human being?
My fair lady.
Your fair lady?
I would
Rapid
like to
Fire
find
Kim?
Yeah.
Belgium Kim?
Yeah.
Born in Belgium, raised in North Carolina, lives in New York.
I love Kim.
A woman of the world. And by the way, our rapid fire segment. Hello!
Hello, Kim.
Hello!
Social media human?
Social media human. Shaking my head.
Still coming back. You're still coming back to life after I gave you that news yesterday?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
What was the news you gave yesterday?
I told her I'm leaving.
Oh, you gave some fake news. You gave some
I'm
fake
leaving.
news.
I'm out. I'm done. I've had it.
For collectively ruining my and most of our viewers' childhood with
She had
with
some
the Barney.
adjectives she wants to use to describe me.
By the way, the only way Squeeze is leaving is when he goes to heaven. That's the only way.
You're trying to say
that's the
over
only
your dead body? Is that what you're trying to say?
The only way that he leaves the
Thanks.
show is when he goes.
You all heard it. You all witnessed it. If I die,
It was me.
Brad killed me.
By the way, please leave your questions on YouTube. We're going to read your questions on YouTube,
YouTube
first.
is up, yeah.
YouTube is up. Please also leave your questions on
48
Facebook.
hours
We're going to
now?
read your questions as well
Right.
on the Brad and Squeeze Show page. And before we get to all of your questions right now, I do got to remind everybody that this segment and our show is partnered with you. Ooh, what happened? Is that what I just said? If we go to heaven, and now all of a sudden, boom! Is somebody saying something to us somewhere?
God was like minding his
God
own
has some
business,
funny-
and then he heard something about going to heaven. He like,
Yeah, all of a sudden the lights went.
yeah.
We should not take his name in vain.
Don't play with
Obviously,
my God.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
By the way, he's my God also. I hate to break the
Then
news.
don't be playing.
I'm not playing.
You know, he's like, did someone say something about
I'm not
Squeeze in
watching
heaven?
The Brad and
He's
Squeeze
lying,
show
but
and
that's
head
good.
to-
But that's good. I wonder if God is sharing our page.
Not if you're talking about Barney.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that.
I'm just telling you. I'm just reading what was in the card.
You know?
All right. So any event, this whole entire rapid fire segment is brought to you by USA Credit Repair. They are the key to beautiful credit. They are the ones who partner with us here to put the show on every day. USA Credit Repair will give you a free consultation.
100% free.
100% free, and they will give you your money back in 90 days if your credit is not up. Let me ask you a question.
As a matter of
Squeeze.
fact, it has been proven lately
What has been
that
proven?
we have been more aggressive than every other credit repair agency in the country.
Proven.
And I have proof.
How do you have proof?
The proof is that all the other credit repair
Yes.
agencies, they will work in their credit, and for the most part, they all do a decent job.
But they don't do it all at one time. They try to rope you in, right?
Which is a business model that they have.
Right.
They try to do a certain amount of disputes this month, and
Right.
then a certain amount of dispute the other month.
Right.
The USA Credit Repair say, you know what? You got to get on with your life today.
Right.
So we're going to do it all for you, all in one shot. Okay, and then let's see what comes off, and then we go back at it again.
Right.
And you know what? It's always good to hire people that used to work with the bureaus. That's what some
Do you know-
smart guy did.
Do you know what? Do you know
I
what?
know the guy too.
By the way, you know what's really good business?
What?
Getting their credit up as fast as possible. And you want to know what? They'll tell all their friends.
Ding, 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 ding,
The
ding.
best business in the world is to do the best job for somebody.
That's it.
That is why Squeeze is a smart businessman.
I don't try to stretch people out in my
Right,
life.
that's why
and
you
USA
are
Credit
a-
Repair doesn't.
That's right.
Spar Bernstein doesn't.
That's right.
No, we're all about getting it done. You never know what's coming down the pike. Donald Trump can make a decision tomorrow, and we're
That's
all
right.
screwed.
That's right.
So what's the number for USA Credit Repair? 'Cause I've got to get to Kim right now.
1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-USA-7177. I know many. There he is, Belgium Kim. I know many people, Belgium Kim, her credit's good, but I know many people
Yeah, I
that
found that
Belgium Kim knows that called USA Credit Repair and had their credit repaired, and their credit goes up really, really fast. So if you call them right now, they're going to give you a free consultation. They'll even check your credit for free. They'll let you 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-USA-7177. If you call them now, Zedmar is standing by.
Jared's standing by.
Who else?
Jared.
Jared is also
Yep.
standing by. He will speak to you, run your credit report, let you know whether they can help you, and if they can, they will give you a money back
Not whether.
guarantee.
They can help you.
Okay. They will give you a money back guarantee that if your credit's not up in 90 days, money back guaranteed. You heard it here on the Brad and Squeeze Show. Call it right now. call this number, 1-800-USA-7177, 1-800-872-7177. The key to beautiful credit is just one telephone call away at 1-800-872-7177. I see Squeeze nodding his head.
Because I know Brad Squad and Team Squeeze, they're sharing that phone number right now.
1-800-872-7177. And what I'd like to know from the Brad Squad and Team Squeeze, especially from the people who have used USA Credit, to leave a comment in the section. Leave a comment in the section and let us know whether USA Credit did the job for you or not. And also, let me know whether I did a good job for USA Credit today. Did I do a good job promoting them?
You did a good job day before yesterday.
The day before yesterday.
No.
Yesterday was no good. I get critiqued every day, Belgium, Kim, on how I do USA Credit repair. Okay? The executives call me after, like, Brad, you didn't do it with enough energy. You didn't say the number enough. You said the number too much, but you didn't say what we did. I can never get it right with this USA Credit repair people. But I will tell you, they get it right. They do get it right. Call them right now, 1-800-USA-7177, 1-800-872-7177.
On a serious note, that company has changed over the past 11 years for the better.
Good.
And I'm very happy with what's going on there and how they've been helping people.
Good.
All right. But
Now, I want to give some instructions, Squeeze.
Okay, what are the instructions?
Okay, when you leave, because we get too many questions on Facebook, and we get too many questions on YouTube, and we say, what? We need more information.
Right.
Okay, so this is no longer going to be the rapid fire round, because the rapid fire round, half the questions, we don't get enough information from people.
Okay.
Okay, when you leave your question, give us the information so I can help you. So this is some of the information that we will need. Okay? And by the way, you can say it's for your friend. It doesn't have to be for you. We need it for you or your friend. You don't have to be bashful because you're asking for your friend.
All right.
Where are you from? It's very important. Are you from Jamaica? Are you from Trinidad? Are you from the Philippines? Are you from Russia? Are you from Romania? Are you from Russia? Are you from Romania? Are you from Belgium, like Kim? Are you from Antarctica? Are you from another planet, Mars? Did we get invaded? I have no idea. Tell us where you're from. In the next sentence, tell us when you came to the United States, if you're in the United States. I came in 1999. I came in 2003. I came in 1968, my birth year. Whatever year you came, tell us in that second sentence. Where are you from? When did you come? You know what's also really important?
What?
How did you come? Did you run across the border? Did somebody drive you across the border from Canada?
Yep.
Did you walk off a plane with a visa? What type of visa? So now that's 3 sentences you can tell us that will help me help you.
Right.
Where are you from? When did you come here? How did you come here? And then you're going to write a 4th sentence. What family members do you have here? I have U.S. citizen brothers and sisters. I have permanent resident mom. I've got 3rd cousins removed who live in California. Whatever you got, tell us that. 4 sentences before you ask your question. If you give us these 4 sentences before you ask your question, I will not have to go to Kim and say, what, need more information. So, where are you from? When did you come? How did you come? What's your family members here? Kim, we are just going to ask, we're going to call this, it's not rapid fire anymore because people got to give us more information. We're just going to call it, I'm going to let Squeeze name it. Ask Brad and Squeeze. With your 4 sentences.
Don't be so excited, Squeeze.
You didn't like that one. It's very simple and to the point. Just ask Brad and Squeeze. Okay? And you can ask us anything. Okay? Say, hey, I came from Jamaica. I came here in 1999. Squeeze, how do I change my carburetor in the car? Ask Brad and Squeeze anything. Hey, I'm from Trinidad. I came in 2003. Squeeze, can you get me into PhD tonight? I don't want to pay. Anything you want. Ask Brad and Squeeze.
Not bad.
How is that one?
Not bad.
Not
Simple
bad.
to the point.
Right to the point.
Your
brain's going.
Normally when you come up with your ideas, they're not really on point. But this one.
All right, so there we go.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Feeling it.
Kat, on YouTube is asking, can you do a segment on provisional waivers regarding U.S. citizen spouses who have no real hardships, like the usual? They have no kids, no disability, very financially stable.
Everybody has hardships. Okay? What's the financial stability if you're stuck in another country? What's the emotional heartache of being separated? I mean, there's lots of ways you can go about this. Believe it or not, just because somebody's not dying of cancer doesn't mean you can't prove extreme hardship. You need to come meet with us. We have like a 5-page questionnaire. Trust me when I tell you, there are things you haven't thought about that when you think about it, you're like, wow, yeah, that's pretty bad. But that's why you got good lawyers.
Odette on YouTube wants to know, I'm married to a U.S. citizen, and on the I-130 form for parent information, my husband didn't know his dad's address or his whereabouts. So how can we fill that out?
Unknown. You write U/K or just write the word unknown. You tell the truth. I don't know.
Genesis asks, my brother is 20 years old and he's a citizen of the U.S. In a few months, he's going to turn 21. Can he go ahead and file for me now?
Nope. Got to be 21. On his 21st birthday, application goes in. And let me tell you why. You want to know another group, by the way, that Trump wants to end chain migration for? Parents of U.S. citizens. He even said it yesterday when he said, yeah, I think Dreamers should get a green card. And then, yeah, if they work for 10 years, maybe they'll be a citizen. But I don't want their parents to ever get a green card. So that's what's in his mind. File for your parents as quickly as possible.
Uberquiz would like to know, if someone's here on a visitor's visa and gets married to a U.S. citizen while in the U.S., what's the procedure to stay here legally?
You're going to file. First of all, you shouldn't get married for the first 90 days because then you've made a misrepresentation. But assuming you married after 90 days, you're going to file an adjustment application here, which is an I-45, I-130, I-765, I-131, I-864 affidavit of support with all your supporting documents to prove that it is a legitimate marriage. Your marriage certificate, birth certificate, naturalization, divorce decrees. You need a medical examination, 4 passport photos for you, 2 for your U.S. citizen. You file it all with $1,765 to Department of Homeland Security. They will give you a notice back to take a biometric. They'll check your biometrics through their FBI, CIA, Interpol, and galactic universe of fingerprints, whatever they check. And they will say, yes, you are a good human being. We will schedule you for an interview. At that interview, you and your spouse go. You prove it is a real marriage. How does immigration know it's a real marriage? You live together. You share the same economic relationship.
1-800-529-5465. That's the number for the law firm. We got to remind you that they do have a criminal defense department. They do have a family law department. They do have a tax department. And also one of my favorite departments, the personal injury department. Because people do get hurt. Not that you plan to, but you do get hurt, especially construction accidents. You get hurt, you need the maximum compensation. And I say, Spar and Bernstein.
By the way, I don't want to put any pressure on you, BK. Okay?
Ooh,
but I want you to know the original social media guy, SMG, is watching right now and critiquing.
Yeah.
The original SMG is watching and critiquing. So no pressure.
I told him
the guy who started it all as the SMG is watching.
Okay, I can do this.
You can
I can do that. I'm going to make him proud.
All right, make him proud.
Okay. Uberquiz has actually a follow-up question. If you're a naturalized citizen, can someone be deported?
No. You could be denaturalized, but that to be denaturalized, that means you lied in your naturalization application, and it's either going to be that you had some serious aggravated felonies that the government didn't know about or you hid from, or you are a serious Nazi that the government didn't know about. Unfortunately, the Nazis who were born here, we can't deport. Wish we could.
That is unfortunate. Yes. John asks, I'm a green card holder and I want to get my citizenship. The problem is I have 2 arrests on my record. Both were for theft under 50. The first one I was put in deportation, but I won the case, and that's how I originally got my green card. I didn't serve time in jail for it, but I just paid a fine. On the second arrest, which was again theft under 50, this time I got a lawyer. He got the charge reduced to a nuisance, and the court filed a disposition on this case.
How long ago? How long ago did this happen?
12 years ago.
12 years ago. It sounds like he's going to be able to become a citizen because the nuisance sounds like to me that it's a petty offense and you're allowed 1 petty offense. However, because He got his green card in deportation because of a theft, and it's a second theft after he got his green card. He may want to meet with me to make sure that he got the proper waiver the first time around. They don't say you have 2 crimes of moral turpitude, you're getting deported.
Okay.
He should meet with me first. By the way, we're at 250 views, Squeeze. We should be at 300. We are short the views.
I'm doing my best here.
You are doing your best.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm turning it up.
You're turning it up.
Other things are being turned down.
Turned down. Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down. That's how life works, Kim. You climb up the ladder, you work hard, and then somebody just bashes you down.
Yeah.
But then you gotta climb back
Sounds like
up
somebody
again.
I know.
But then you gotta climb back up again.
Hey.
All right, what else?
And make sure they don't bash you down again. You know? And then you'll be a glutton for punishment.
Glutton for punishment.
Yep.
All right, what else?
Tamara wants to know, I want to sponsor my mother. Can my mother take my 18-year-old brother with her?
Who's sponsoring the mother? The U.S. citizen?
The U.S. citizen daughter.
No, you cannot take your 18-year-old brother with you. Sorry.
Alfred says, I have a case since October, but have yet to receive workman's comp payments. Can you help?
Yes. Give us a call. And by the way, Kim, nobody seems to follow my instructions. Where are you from? When did you come to the United States? How did you enter the United States? What family members do you have? Now ask your question. Continue.
Roseanne asks, my grandmother, who is a U.S. citizen, filed for my mother when I was 19. It's been 3 years now, and I'm 22. I've aged out. But is there a chance with the CSPA that I would be able to migrate with my mom?
It depends on how long the I-130 took. I have to slow my talking down. Carol the Tiger says...
I completely agree with
Carol
Carol
the
Anderson.
Tiger says I'm talking way, way too fast. I get excited sometimes.
Too fast.
Sometimes?
Yeah. I understand what I'm saying, but everybody else hopefully will understand. So, Carol, thank you for your constructive criticism. I will slow down. There's nothing worse than listening to a slow talker. Does that drive you crazy? You're like, get it out!
Tell me.
Already, I'm dying here. Well,
That's
Squeeze, true. You know that drives me crazy. By the way, okay.
You're
continue.
like the sloth in Zootopia.
Yes, I don't know. I never saw I'm not a cartoon person, but I get the idea.
Gotta show you that.
Yeah, okay.
Kamisha asks, her friend married before the 90 days while on a visiting visa, but did go home. Is that still going to affect her green card application?
It could. It shouldn't, but it could. She should get a lawyer.
Cordella asks, if your children is going to school and you don't get their social security number yet, what should you do? Because right now ICE is in Florida and they are stopping school buses and all other forms of transportation.
You put them in school. There's a constitutional case going back 30 years that says whether you're in status or out of status, you have a right to a public education. A child has a right to a public education regardless of status, race, religion, or anything else, including what your immigration status is here. Put them in school. School has to take you. Okay? If you're concerned about ICE stopping school buses, they stopped a Greyhound bus. I can't imagine that ICE is going to stop a yellow school bus, or ICE is going to walk into some 5th grade class and start demanding paperwork. Yes, they stopped a Greyhound bus, but if you're concerned, then walk your kid or drive your kid to school. But certainly I can't imagine in any way that they're going to stop a yellow school bus. But then again, who thought Barney would be a tantric sex instructor? Mm-hmm. So I mean, you know, my thoughts on society these days is it's going down fast.
Theodon asked, did the USCIS normally send you a receipt notice for the affidavit of support after you send in your original document?
They send you a receipt notice when you file your adjustment application, but if you filed your adjustment application and they send you back an RFE for the affidavit of support, they are not going to send you back another letter say, hey, thanks, got it. Just hopefully they got it. You really have to do everything one time and do it right.
Natalie asks, if I already have a passport and visa with my entry, do I still need to use an I-94 form? Could I do my medical for my adjustment in a different state from where I'm filing?
You can, but then the question is going to be, why did you do it in a different state where you're living?
And does she still need an I-94?
You need to prove that you made a legal entry, but right now they don't give I-94s anymore. The I-94s are just electronic. As long as you have the stamp in your passport, you're fine. The stamp.
And I'm a U.S. Petagay asks, I'm a U.S. citizen. Can I sponsor my boyfriend and his son if they come here on a visiting visa?
If you are intending to marry your boyfriend and he comes on a visitor's visa, that's misrepresentation. You cannot sponsor a boyfriend. You can come here on a visitor's visa and meet and visit and, schmooze around for 90 days. And then after 90 days say, hey, I got a good idea. Let's get married. And then you could file an adjustment. As long as the son is under 18 at the time of marriage, you can do it for him too.
Williams wants to know, can I file an I-130 for my wife who's illegal since I'm a citizen and currently out of work?
Yes.
Jeff Bosey asked the question on everybody's mind.
The question on everyone's mind.
Is a green card made with green paper?
No, it is not. It doesn't even look green, Jeff Bosey. That's what you get when a born American citizen asks questions.
That is exactly what you get.
Right.
Nadia wants to know, I filed my I-130 for my stepkids. Do I need to put my father and mother's information when it asks about the parents?
If it asks for the parents, the answer is yes.
Princess asks, one of my friends wants to know if they can file joint taxes for your husband even though he doesn't have a social security card.
Yes, you should, and you file what's called a W-7 with the tax return, and he will get a tax identification number. You should be filing a joint tax return. We have a tax attorney here, Carmela Waldron, who does that for people all the time.
Dane wants to know, he's from Jamaica, 28. He's been here 2 years on a B2 visa. He applied through his mother. She has a green card. About how long is that process going to take?
About another 5 years, but who knows what Trump's going to do. We'll see what happens.
Michelle asks, good morning. I filed for my son. He was 21. I'm a naturalized citizen. He's currently waiting on the visa interview in Kingston, and his priority date is May 2nd, 2011. Is this going to affect him?
What Trump is doing? Hopefully not, because they're right there at your, visa date. So he should be getting a green card before, hopefully, the laws change.
The viewers have been asking for about 3 days now for you to say boujou.
Like in Banton, or you're bougie?
Banton.
Yes,
like you're bougie,
exactly.
like this, like I'm wearing like this fancy suit and I'm very bougie.
No, like boujou Banton.
Boujou Banton, or bougie. Because why?
Yeah.
Because why do they want me to say all of this?
It's speculated that he should be out of incarceration by the end of the year.
He's been in there for a long time.
Yeah.
I remember I had a full head of hair when he went in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never his lawyer. We talked about it,
yeah,
but I was never his lawyer.
The end of the year should be up.
Okay.
What about Vibes Cartel? Were you ever his lawyer?
I was his lawyer for immigration before he got himself in trouble in Jamaica. Yeah, I got him his visas and stuff to come. Very close talker.
Yeah. Good guy.
Good guy. Like
that. Bad guy.
I like him.
Some people say.
I like him.
He's a good guy.
They say he's a good
his
guy.
His lyrical content, I think he's one of the greatest lyricists.
I don't know about the guy who got killed. If he would say that.
I don't know about any of that, but I just know that
there's a guy who got killed that he got accused of. So I don't know if.
As far as his,
I don't know if
lyrics,
the guy who got killed would say he's a good guy, but
right, and he's currently in jail.
Right. But
as far as lyrical content,
in my dealings with him, he was a very nice man. That's
I'm just speaking on behalf of his lyrical content and what he's delivered.
His lyrical content is a little X-rated.
A lot of it has been, and a lot of it has been also.
It's amazing how he's able to produce all this in a jail. It's crazy.
Who says he's producing it in there?
I don't know. It's just weird how
speculated.
Speculated, right? Yeah. All right. So, in any event, do we have any more questions?
Oh, I've probably got another 20 questions here.
All right. So we have about 3 minutes left on WVIP. For those on WVIP, I do have to tell everybody that prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. This has been an attorney advertisement. Take out your phone right now. Switch over to Facebook Live on Brad and Squeeze Show. Switch over to YouTube Live, Brad and Squeeze Show. We're going to be continuing after the 10 o'clock hour. The show is going on because we have more questions. Let's go.
Absolutely. Kim wants to know, if you have a 2-year CRI green card and it's about to expire in December, when should you start applying for your 10-year?
90 days before. I have an itch. Continue. An itch on my nose. I was driving me crazy for 10 minutes, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going for it. Go.
I've literally been holding back, scratching
scratching my nose for about 10 minutes, and then I said I couldn't take it anymore. All right.
I'm going to keep holding out for a little bit longer, but it's going to happen.
Squeeze, you need new glasses. Why are you taking Squeeze always takes his glasses off whenever I say anything astounding to him.
which means that he's spending the whole show taking his glasses on and off.
He's like on and off all day long. You should put some barbells on those glasses. You get a good workout. All right, let's continue. I'm only kidding. I love Squeeze. As a friend, let's make it clear.
As a friend. As a complete bestie.
All right, what else?
Tamara asked, my brother is under 21 years old. If I do separate petitions for my mother, do I do separate petitions for my mother and my brother?
Yes. But your brother's not coming for about 15 to 20 years.
Guinevere asks, a friend of ours is married. She's a U.S. citizen. He's a permanent resident green card holder. He's filing for his citizenship individually, though, not through his wife. They've been married for over 5 years. Is it advisable, or is it just best to file his citizenship through a citizen?
What?
Husband is wife is a U.S. citizen.
Oh, I understand. He wants to become a citizen now. You can become a citizen through 3. You check off 5 years. It's much easier. You don't have to worry about proving. Less things to prove. You've been a resident for more than 5 years. Check off 5 years.
Just do it on
the
yourself.
form. Right.
Gotcha. Nadia asks, I filed the I-130 for my stepkids. Do I need to put in my father and mother's information on the filing?
Do you need to put in your mother and father's information on the filing?
Yeah, she's the step.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. And by the way, let's go. Sophia's been waiting over 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me take her call, and then we're going to come back and finish up with rapid. Well, she's not rapid fire anymore because this has been slow boil Kim. Social media, ask Brad and Squeeze. How's that? All right. Sophia in Winter Haven, Florida. Sophia.
Hi, good morning. I'm Sophia.
Yes.
And I'd just like to ask a question because my son, I filed for my son 2011 May 2nd. But when I called there, they said they reached the priority date is May 15. That was from about December. And it's still at that priority date. So I'm wondering if it's going to affect whatever Trump is going to do is going to affect my son.
How old is your son?
When I filed for him, because I filed for both, but the youngest one came, he was 21.
Uh-huh.
And
now he's over 21, right?
Yes, sir.
And when did you file for him? What was the year?
May 2nd, 2011.
May 2nd. Well, they are right around, I think you asked this on Facebook. Right now, they're up to March 15th, 2011.
Right.
I would find it really hard to believe that, you're 2 months away from getting a visa appointment for your son, that all these laws are going to change in 2 months and your son's not going to get a green card. I think because you're so close, you're going to be okay. We don't know what's going to happen with Trump. Okay, I think you're going to be okay. Okay, whatever he said today.
My doctor's sending letters because I have cancer, and they're sending letters to the immigration asking them, please.
Well, they can't.
They don't have a visa.
They don't have a visa yet. You're 2 months away. But what you may want to do is hire us so we can contact the U.S. Embassy, let them know about your situation, so that way once the visa's available, they don't hold the case for another 6 months, which they could do. All right. So hold on 1 second, and I'm sorry about your cancer, but we're going to help you with your son. And, we don't, as Schumer says, Trump's Jell-O. He changes his mind on a daily basis, okay? I'm a lawyer for the Dreamers. I can only imagine being a dreamer. Every day you wake up, you're like, I'm here, I'm not here. I'm here. I mean, I can't believe people are not dropping dead of a heart attack right now. Lucky they're young.
Yep.
I mean, because if they were older, they would be dropping dead of a heart attack. I mean, it makes me so anxious, this guy. But you don't know. You just don't know. All
right.
What are we going to do now? Let's go back to social media. Kim. She has more questions, right?
All right, and then we'll conclude. Once again, folks, got to remind you, make sure you tune in effective February 1. We're going to be on from 5:30 until 7:30, and we're here working very assiduous for you each and every single weekday. So make sure you spread the word. It's the Brad and Squeeze Show, powered by USACreditRepairInc.com, and we're coming with a new time, which we believe and know for a fact that will serve you, the listeners and the viewers, in a much better manner. And it's just us applying ourselves and giving you more from the Brad and Squeeze Show. All right? Sounded professional there.
Very good.
That was beautiful.
That's training right there.
That's training.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I'm only allowed to use it every so often.
Every so
Because then
often.
I sound like the guys on CNN, and I don't like sounding like those
You
guys.
sounded like Don Lemon there for a second.
Yeah. As long as I don't sound like the guys from Fox.
No.
No, Don Lemon, he takes off his glasses and then speaks. You notice how he does the same
he
thing,
does
right?
the same thing.
He puts the guys
Yeah,
back.
you're like, okay, now I'm going to be serious.
Yeah.
You know, like I wasn't serious before,
He's like,
but now I am.
I can't believe that. Our president did what he did yesterday with all the dreamers. And that is completely ludicrous of him. And, all right, let's go.
All right, let's go. I think you could take over his job. You do a good job.
I don't get paid enough to take over his job.
You don't get paid enough to take over his job.
no.
All right. All right.
bringing
By the
hard
way, they're looking for a new guy for the Barney suit.
Hey, that does not even exist in my lifetime. I hate that Barney crap. Same way I hate the fact that they say that there's Santa Claus.
That's so mean.
No, it's the truth.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Jocelyn asks, in this immigration reforms they're trying to put forth, are they going to have approved labor certifications included?
I believe that approved labor certifications will still be able to go through. Okay, because those are based on jobs that American companies can't fill. So I'll assume that job sponsorships will be continuing. Again, we don't know. What we do know is when you start something, you are in a better position than if you did nothing. I can tell you that for a fact. And please, again, let's go through how to leave. We're going to have to keep educating people. How to leave a question. Where are you from?
Mm-hmm.
When did you come to the United States? How did you come to the United States? What family members do you have?
I can add something in there.
What?
That's easy.
What?
How old are you?
How old are you? That's a good one, too.
Okay.
How about 5 questions?
Are you single or married?
Another one. How many kids?
Well, that's family. Single or married is family.
All right.
That's true.
Okay. All right. What did you eat for dinner last night? Really important. Okay.
Very important.
Where did you come?
Critical.
When did you come? Was it meat or fish last night for dinner? Very important. Okay, let's continue.
Your protein of choice is
Yes.
what? Answer quickly. Olivier wants to know, how long does the filing process take for someone from the Caribbean on a B2 visa if they're filed for him and she's a citizen?
About a year.
Corey says, I came here on a crewman visa, but I wasn't going on a ship. I'm married 9 years with 2 kids and am married to a U.S. citizen. Is there any possibility for me to get through?
Yes. Either you were not joining a ship because you didn't intend to, or you were switching planes to go to another country. If you were switching planes to go to another country, then you're not really a crewman. You were just on a visa to go into the United States, switch vessels or planes, whatever, and then leave the United States. That you could adjust with. If you were literally a crewman going to join a ship and you just never joined the ship, then you can do a provisional waiver. Either way, you get a green card.
Tamika would like you to know that she had oxtail and rice last night for dinner.
Thank you very much. So that's a good protein. Very good.
That's a oxtail.
That's a solid protein. Solid protein. All right, let's continue.
One congresswoman suggested that DACA is only the tip of the iceberg. Is there going to be more to come? And by that I think more changes.
It's possible. There could be, if it's going to be, from what I understand, if it's going to be like a universal immigration law change, there should be some sort of family immigration there still, because the Democrats won't go for it. If it's going to be just, we're going to do DACA, we're going to do a wall, we're going to get rid of the visa lottery, we're going to get tougher on immigrants, maybe have brothers and sisters, something like that. That could be a smaller immigration bill that passes.
Okay.
Steffi asks, how long after getting your green card can you file for citizenship?
1 year if you're in the military, 3 years if it's in a bona fide marriage to a U.S. citizen, 5 years otherwise.
Lee has a very interesting question. Can you get deported for a pedicure?
For what?
I had to ask. It was just too odd for me not to ask.
For what?
A pedicure.
A pedicure.
Pedophile.
A pedophile.
Yeah, pedophile. Yeah.
Is it? I couldn't literally
not
think of
pedicure.
what
Yeah,
in the
pedicure.
world.
Yeah, no matter.
My translation says pedophile.
Yeah, no matter
Pedophile,
how bad your pedicure is, it's not a deportable offense. However, if you are a pedophile, the answer is yes. Like this guy Nasser who went to jail, who was the doctor for the gymnast. I mean, I couldn't read it anymore. It's just actually disgusting. If he was not a U.S. citizen, he'd be deported. Anybody who has been convicted, even of a misdemeanor sex offense with a minor, it's an aggravated felony. You're out of here.
Rashid wants to know, I received a notice of intent to deny on my N-400. The officer made the mistake on my divorce date and said that I lied. I responded with 2 documents that prove that I'm right 2 months ago. How long until I receive a response, and what are my chances of actually getting approved? I did pass the test.
I have no idea. I don't know if you lied or not. Maybe you don't think you lied and you did. Maybe the officer is mistaken, and I don't know how you responded to him. So I have no idea. You need to let me look at everything, and then I'll tell you.
Miss Sam wants to know what is required for proof of experience in a perm residency.
A letter from a prior employer saying that you worked there from X date to Y date. These were your job duties, and this is what you were paid for. Paid. This is what you were paid, not paid for. This is what your salary was. So, for example, just as an example, if you're getting sponsored as a cook, okay, you get a restaurant writes a letter. Dear Sir or Madam, this will confirm that Belgium Kim worked for us as a cook in our restaurant. Her duties were taking out the meat, putting it on the frying pan, frying it up, plating it, and sending it off to the restaurant. She was a wonderful cook, and she made $10 an hour because we paid her under what she really deserved. But she did work here from January 1st, 2009 to January 1st, 2013. That's something like that. I mean, without, obviously the job duties will be a lot more involved than frying up a piece of meat.
Different, right?
But I'm explaining what it is.
Bridget wants to know, my case was approved last year, but I've yet to receive my green card because the post office delivered it to my old address. Now, she asked this question yesterday, and I don't know that she got what she was looking for. She said that she has been contacting USCIS every month for the last 5 months, asking them to resend the green card.
Because it's not USCIS's fault, it's the postman's fault. So that's called being royally screwed. You need to file a new I-90 with a new filing fee. It's just life.
Cheryl asks, how long does someone have to wait for their daughter over 21 if the person is a citizen who filed in 2012?
About another 2 years.
Shelly says, me and my husband have a 1-year-old daughter. We've been married for a year, and he's been here for 3. I'm a U.S. citizen. Is he going to get a green card?
Married to a U.S. citizen, you'll get a green card, yeah.
Steffi asks, how long after you get your green card can you file for citizenship?
Answered. Asked and answered. That's what they say in trial. Asked and answered, Judge. Objection.
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection. That was asked and answered already. 1 year for citizen. 1 year if you're through the military. 3 years if you're married to a citizen. 5 years otherwise.
Guinevere asks, if someone brought her boyfriend here from Haiti, and she's a U.S. citizen, also from Haiti, she married him a month after he arrived and then filed for his green card. Is this a bona fide marriage?
It certainly is, but it's also a misrepresentation. You will need a waiver. No one listens to Squeeze.
No one listens to you sometimes.
Nobody listens to Squeeze. Squeeze tells you all the time, don't get married for the first 90 days.
All right.
Brown asks, how long is it going to take for my husband to file for his stepson? He is 19 and my husband is a citizen.
How long have you been married? Were you married before he turned 18? It will take 1 year. If you were married after he turned 18, your husband can't file for him. And you should. And you got to be filing before 21.
Marsha asked, can a cousin with a green card file for another cousin? And if so, how long is that going to take?
There's no such thing as cousin filing for cousin. It will be forever.
Pop asks, how long is it going to take if you're filing another work permit? And how long does it take if you send them the requested evidence for them to get back to you?
Where are you from? What are you doing? What are you filing? I mean, a work permit is, to refile for a work permit should take you 90 days, okay, to 120 days. I don't know what you filed. I don't know what you gave them. I don't know what you're waiting on. So you got to give some information.
And it's pinned right up at the top. So if you're still wondering what questions to answer for us to ask your question and answer your question in the best way, it's right up at the top.
Right at the top. Right there. Right there.
Roseanne wants to know if a U.S.
I'm waiting for Squeeze to take his glasses off again and give me a dirty look.
Nah.
Nah.
I've heard enough dirty stuff on the show for one day.
Yeah.
I'm going to go next 120 seconds. It'll happen.
All right. How many more questions we got? Squeeze is having a heart attack here.
No, I'm not.
He's dying here. He's like, how many more questions?
They keep on.
They keep coming. We could sit here and do this for hours.
I know that.
Hours we could do this.
Yes, I have another 15, 20 questions that I can ask you guys. Serious.
Then let me get to Tamara in Brooklyn, who's waiting 20 minutes. Tamara, you stay here, Kim, 1 second. Tamara.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks.
What's up?
Okay. My question is, I came here on a crewman visa, but when I was leaving, I leave on my B2 for my vacation. I'm here. I came here in October. I want to know how long I can stay on my B2 visa.
Usually it's 6 months.
Again?
Usually it's 6 months. But what you should do is you go to Google.
Okay.
Go to Google and go dhsi94.gov. And then you can look up what your stay is.
Okay, got it.
Google that. But it's usually 6 months. Hold on, you need help. So, because the answer is she wants to be able to stay longer, so she needs help. All right, let's go back to Belgium, Kim, and let's finish this up.
All right.
Lancy says, can your citizen spouse or husband or wife, very inclusive, file for your 18-year-old child? And if so, how long does it take for that child to get a green card if they are 18?
18?
Mm-hmm.
And who's being filed for? Who's the filing?
The spouse of the parent, of the child's parent.
Who's a citizen?
Who is a citizen, yes.
Yeah, a year.
Roseanne says, if a U.S. citizen is filing for her daughter who is over the age of 21 but unmarried, how long is that going to take usually?
7 to 8 years.
Philip says, if your child has a green card and both parents are citizens, how long is it going to take for the child to get citizenship if both parents are citizenship? And also, what forms do you file? The child is 6 years old.
And 600. Child's already a citizen.
Olivier says, how much does the waiver cost if someone overstays their B2?
Waiver for what? Waiver for what?
I'm assuming for they overstayed their B2. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's everything I got.
Right.
Isha says, when filing an I-130 for your mother and stepfather, are those forms separate?
Yes.
Or do I file them together?
Separate.
Mark asks, good morning from Florida.
Good morning.
Can I file a tax? Can I file taxes separately from my husband as he owes back child support? We are currently waiting for our interview for a green card.
You cannot file separate taxes because the government is going to give you a problem when you go for your green card. And if your husband owes back child support, they're going to say, how is he going to be able to support you if he doesn't support his children? You got problems. That's why I'm here. Come see me.
1-800-529-5465. It's coming up in 17 minutes after the hour.
Shit.
People got questions, please.
Yeah.
just gonna keep on keeping on.
Keep on going. But you know what we can do is, if you want, Squeeze. You want to stay here while I do this, Squeeze?
I'll stay.
Okay, cool. All right, let's continue.
I'm always a good team player. I'm just saying.
Team player.
You know.
That's why they call it Team Squeeze.
Yes. Shan asks, I came here in 2008 from Jamaica. I have one child that was born here. However, my case was not granted due to lack of evidence, but they did grant me my work permit. What do I do next?
Lack of evidence means you were denied. Come see me with the denial, and then we'll figure it out. I was just denied. What should I do? I think it's time to see a lawyer.
Yeah. Maybe the first time around would have helped too.
Exactly.
Natalie says, can you file for your child if your child is married?
Can you file for your child if your child is married? Yes, if you are a U.S. citizen, but it will take 12 to 15 years.
Karen asked, do all kids filing for their dad have to do the DNA, even if their dad's name is on the birth certificate from birth?
If it's on the birth certificate from birth, generally not. If the dad was married to the mom, absolutely not.
Marva says, if I file my I-130 form as a green card holder, but I'm actually a citizen, what form will I need to update to send to USCIS?
Just a copy of your naturalization. And say, hi, I'm a citizen now.
Shelly says, I came to this country in 2001 and my mom filed for me. And before I got through in August of 2007 because I got married in January to a citizen. I notified my lawyer and heard nothing about it afterwards. I went ahead and filed for my citizenship in 2012 and was denied, saying that USCIS said I illegally obtained my green card. And since then, everything has gone downhill.
Yeah.
Apparently her husband had a Catholic charity file for her as a precaution, and something in that process was fraud.
Okay, so
What
it's
did she
now
do?
2018, 6 years later. What you should do is come see me. Let me look at the entire file, and let me figure out what to do from there. That's what I'm good at. Good at figuring stuff out. Okay.
You're a fixer.
I'm a fixer.
You're like the Olivia Pope of immigration law.
Who's Olivia Pope?
She's in Scandal. She
Oh,
fixes
I don't
things.
know. She fixes things?
That is her whole shtick.
I don't know who she is.
Beautiful black woman.
I don't watch TV. Why? She's just a beautiful woman.
Because she's a beautiful black woman.
But why can't she just be a beautiful woman?
Because she's a beautiful black woman.
But she is black and she's a woman and she's beautiful. Yes.
Beautiful black woman.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. That's all right.
Moving right along.
She's not a beautiful white woman. She's a beautiful black woman.
I understand that, but why can't we just be beautiful women?
Angelina Jolie is a beautiful white woman. I'm just telling you that.
All right, whatever.
I love Angelina.
Yeah.
I don't know what that dude do to mess that up.
What do you do to mess it up?
Huh?
You know what he did to mess it up?
What?
Everything.
You want to say something?
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Jennifer is beautiful too.
Yes.
You know what I like about her? She oozes.
What do you mean oozes?
Oozes sex appeal.
Oozes.
You know?
Jennifer Aniston or Angelina Jolie?
Jennifer Aniston. She's not a pretty, super pretty, but she oozes that.
Right. Did you ever see that movie with Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston, and the model is in it? Who's the beautiful model?
Blended.
What?
Wasn't that Blended or something like that?
Yeah, but not Blended. When they go to Hawaii.
When they go to Hawaii, and the English dude.
Right. And the girl pretends she's from England or something.
The English dude had herpes.
Yeah. Right. Even though the model was beautiful,
the one that got all.
I think Squeeze would have taken Jennifer Aniston in that
Of course,
movie.
because Jennifer. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Even though the model is physically more beautiful.
And I never used to watch Friends, but when I do turn it on, I used to see her.
No, it was the woman who just married the baseball player, the Detroit the pitcher.
Kate Upton. Kate Upton.
Or maybe it was Brooklyn Decker. I don't remember.
It's one of the models. But I think you're right, Brad. I think it was Kate Upton.
It's all about her eyes.
Yeah. What's Channel 7 Thursday at 9 o'clock? What? I'm reading what Carol Anderson, the Tiger, says. Brad, watch her at Channel 7 on Thursday at 9 p.m.
She's talking about Shonda Thursdays on ABC for Scandal.
We're well past Scandal. We're now in Adam Sandler movies.
I'm into Jennifer Aniston movies, all right? And Angelina Jolie. He's into Adam Sandler.
By the way,
all
we have
right?
like 100 questions still to answer. We got people on hold here, Squeeze. This could go on forever.
It could. It
Go on
could.
forever.
If you so
Just
chose.
go with it, Squeeze.
I've been going with it.
Yeah, he's
I've been going with a lot of things over
And
the past few
Brooklyn
days.
Decker, Jill just said Brooklyn Decker was the model.
Brooklyn Decker.
Yes. All right, let's continue.
Michelle wants to know, I filed for my son and he's currently awaiting his visa interview priority date from 2011. Is it coming up soon?
Yes, they're into March 2011. We have all of these calls here.
Okay.
Squeeze.
Do the calls.
Do the calls.
Yeah.
I'm just
Knock
looking at
yourself out.
Squeeze for direction.
No one looks at me
You
for
see-
direction because no
yeah,
one listens.
there seems to be tension there. Like, Squeeze, is that okay?
I don't know. I think he has to go to the bathroom or something.
No.
No, you're good?
I'm sorry. Do you all want me to stop sharing?
No, keep it coming.
Squeeze.
I'm never going to be an asshole. I'm always going to do what I got to do, no matter what. Because you want to know what? When I get to the pearly gates of heaven, God is going to be like, you know what? You come in.
Yeah. Brad, hey, you can say, Brad,
hold on.
you stop.
You
stop.
know, we have some arbitration to
Yes,
do. where
yeah,
you
we
have to
got.
say-
You know,
we have some arbitration
He's gonna
to
say,
do.
Brad, you go to the bad boy room.
No, it's going to be like, we need to
You're
talk.
going into, Brad's
Squeeze.
gonna go into secondary and
Squeeze,
squeeze.
we know you've been an ass, but you want to know what?
You come to the airport,
You've
they
wa-
send you into
no,
secondary.
Squeeze, you've been an ass, but you have gone above and beyond.
Secondary
Come on in. Go on in, man.
All right.
Go hang out with Peter. You know?
All right, let's go to Ronald in Queens. Ronald,
Yes, sir.
what's up?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out a question, right? I was filing for my citizenship and my green card expired.
Uh-huh.
But when I went through the citizenship, they turned it down. And they say I must do 5 years good moral character. And it's like 4 years now. Can I reapply for the green card or should I go back for the citizenship?
Why did they say you had bad moral character?
Because of all the tickets and arrests.
When was the last time you had a ticket or an arrest?
Well, like 4 years ago.
Okay, then wait 5 years.
So wait 5 years?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Okay. All right, let's go to Oops, sorry about that. Sharon in
Hello?
Brooklyn. Sharon, how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine.
What's up?
I had a question. I got married in November.
Uh-huh.
But I was here for 9 years. From 2009, my husband lived in Texas.
Okay.
Hello?
I'm listening. You got married in 2009. Your husband lives in Texas.
No. I was here from 2009.
Okay.
My husband is living in Texas. He's a teacher in Texas, but
Okay.
I'm in New York, in Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
But I want to travel over there. Can I go?
What is your status?
No, I have nothing.
You have nothing.
I
What is
have
your
nothing
husband's
here.
status?
He's a citizen. He's a teacher in.
Why is he not filing for you?
Yeah, we're gonna do it, but I have to do it over there. I
Yeah,
guess.
you got to move in with him, and he's got to
Yeah.
file for you. So go and move in with him. It's safe to travel there. Go move in with him and let him file for you. And God forbid you're the one in a million that ICE stops somewhere on your travels to Texas. You're married to a citizen. Don't worry about it.
That's what I'm scared about. If
All right, then come see me first before you travel, and I'll ease your anxiety. Hold on. All right, let's go to. Did we talk to Paul in Westchester? Paul?
Yes.
Yes. What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Big up, Squeeze.
Manas.
This is a question, Brad. I have some issues from LPR since 85. Got into some trouble.
Wait, he got into some trouble in 85. What happened to him? We lost Paul. Hopefully he'll come back. He'll tell us about his trouble. Andrea in Mount Vernon.
Yes, good morning.
How are you?
How are you? I'm good.
Good. What's up?
My question is, I came to this country in 2016,
Yes.
and my mom did a filing for me, started filing.
Okay.
How long will it take? And
A long time. You should make it. You're in Mount Vernon, New York. You should come see me
okay,
now.
can I get married to some citizen?
Hold on. She needs a consultation. Let's go
Yes,
back
she
to
does.
Paul in Westchester, who got in some trouble in 1985. Then you got cut off. What was the trouble in 85?
No. LPR since 85. Got in trouble in 88.
88. What was the trouble for?
Yes. 2 possession of stolen property that was turned into youthful offender.
Okay.
And then 1 attempted robbery later on in the year. But nothing since then.
Okay. And you've had. And did you go through a deportation process or anything?
No.
Was all of your offenses youthful offender, or just the first one?
Just the first 2. The first two was youthful offender, and then the last one went upstate, came home, they released me, came home, been clean since, since then.
Well, you're absolutely eligible to file for your citizenship, and you're eligible to become a citizen. The problem is you're also a deportable alien. So we can help you. God forbid you get put in deportation, you would file what's called a 212C waiver. 212C waiver says if I've been here for 7 years, I've been a person of good moral character for 7 years, there would be a hardship to me and my family if I were deported. I would tell you, you live in Westchester in New York, we would win that case 95 out of 100 times. The government knows that too. And as a result of that, most likely they would make you a citizen, but you need a good lawyer standing next to you. Hold on one second. All right, let's go to Cadian in Orlando. Cadian.
Hi, good day.
Good day.
I've put in my papers from June 27.
Yes.
I've been married to a U.S. citizen. I come over here on a visitor visa. He asked me to stay. We got married. We're now living together. But from June, I haven't received anything. Just receipts, front of a receipt, updates, front of a update.
Did you get a work permit?
Received.
Did you get a work permit? Okay, then you're doing something wrong. You should have gotten a work permit by October, November. So
I called them and they told me because I have changed my address and changed my name, they had to redo the papers.
That is true.
They had the issue.
Correct. Once you change addresses, once you're missing documents, you go to the end of the line. So when did this end? When did you do all of this? When did you go to the end of the line?
October.
All right, November, December, January. You should be. Did you get a biometric? Did you take a fingerprint?
Yeah, I did all of that before.
Okay. All right. So you
should.
You should. It takes 4 months from the time you change everything. So if mid-October, let's say you did mid-October, mid-November, December, by mid-February, if you haven't heard anything, call us and you need a consultation.
They called me last week telling me that it might take 6 months to 9 months. I don't understand.
They literally called you on the telephone?
Yeah, because I was talking to someone and they give it.
Well, maybe 6 to 9 months for a green card, but your work permit should be by mid-February. Okay? All the reason why, you're a smart lady, you just don't know the procedure on what to do, and how would anybody know that if it's like the first or second time they're ever doing it? Which is why you always should be coming to me, and that way, had you come to me, you know what? The money you're losing by not getting the right job because you don't have the work permission, you would have made it back already because you would have had your work permit by October. So hold on. Maybe you should have a consultation. Hold on.
Not maybe. You should.
Yes. Okay. All right.
1-800-LAWLING. 1-800-529-5465. It's now 10:30 a.m.
You want to go back to social media, Kim?
Whatever you'd like to do.
Yes.
Okay.
Does social media Kim have any more questions?
Oh, she has all the questions, Brad.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I'm telling you, we could literally do this for 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day.
I already said that, but nobody listens to me.
Yeah.
You want to do a 24-hour marathon, Squeeze?
No, that's not what I said. That's absolutely not what I said. That was...
It's like Jerry Lewis. Squeeze will be like, we're doing 24 hours here. It's my Jerry Lewis imitation. I'll go crazy.
Keep up to date and such,
Brad. We're doing 24 hours here, Squeeze.
I
don't even know if that sounds like Jerry Lewis or not. Do you know who Jerry Lewis is, Squeeze? He did all he's famous for like these stupid movies from the 50s, and he did the telethon on Memorial Day for I forgot what disease, juvenile diabetes maybe. He's dead now. All right, let's do 3 or 4 more questions, and we got to get out of here because we all have other jobs to do besides this.
We do.
Okay, so take the top 3 or 4, and we'll be back at 12.
Okay. Jason asks, if your affidavit of support was approved, how long is it going to take to get a card in the mail?
Your affidavit of support was approved? That makes no sense to me.
I didn't understand it either. That's why.
If your green card was approved, they should mail. I mean, if your immigrant visa was approved, through your adjustment status, you should get your green card in 60 days.
Sean asks, can someone who's over 21 and overstayed her filing, her filing is now approved, is it possible that that person can be grandfathered in if their step-parent was filed for in 1994? Her mother and stepfather are together from the time that she was 10 years old. Her mom is a citizen and her stepdad is a green card holder.
Who filed for the step-parent, and did your mom marry your stepdad before 2001? Those are questions we would need to know, but it's possible. We would need to know more.
There does seem to be that possibility.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and so she should make an appointment to come see us.
Sandra's asked, a person got a 10-year green card for the very first time. How long can they stay away when they travel for the first time?
The law says 6 months. Donald Trump's people at the airport say 90 days.
Kamisha asked, would it affect your tourist visa if you divorce your U.S. spouse? No green card application has been submitted yet.
No, it should not.
Sophia says, I'm a green card holder. Can I file for my boyfriend in Jamaica?
Yes, if you get married to him.
Princess says, if you file for your work permit with advanced parole, is it safe to travel? And if so, how long can you stay out of the country without having any problems?
It's safe to travel. Don't stay out more than 2 weeks.
Genesis on YouTube wants to know, my friend came to the U.S. Through Canada without a visa. He's married to a U.S. citizen. Can he adjust his status in the U.S. without leaving?
If he was a Canadian citizen, yes. If not, he needs a provisional waiver unless he's 245I or the citizens in the military or former military.
Okay, we've got about 10 more questions. You want me to keep going?
Pick the top 2, because we got to get out again, and we'll be back at 12.
Okay.
2 last 2.
Ali Mami asks, how long does a green card holder file for his or her spouse and child from another country to immigrate to the U.S. from start to finish? And does it have to be a separate petition?
A green card holder has to do what?
File for their spouse and the spouse's child in another country. How long does that process take from start to finish?
About 2 years.
And does he do separate?
Well, if he's going to become a citizen during the process, he should do separate. If not, just do one I-130.
Andromeda says, you're living in Jamaica and got filed for. Is the green card being paid for in the filing as well?
No, you have to. If you're in another country, you got to pay for the green card after you get the immigrant visa. This is what we're going to do, Squeeze. Okay? I want to do a Braducation. Mm-hmm. I want to run the USA credit thing with you at the airport. I think that's great. We haven't seen it in a while. Mm-hmm. I want to do a man in the street. I got to stretch my legs, and then we'll come back and finish the rest of the questions.
That sounds good.
Okay? All right, so let's do that in that order.
Dude, let me tell you something.
What?
Let me just prophesy something.
Prophesize.
All of that, you come back. The questions will be here, and more questions.
Maybe.
I'm just letting you know.
Maybe. Let's see.
So, no, I know.
All right, let's see.
All right, so,
All right, so watch our Braducation. It's important. Watch our man in the street, it's important. Our partner, USA Credit, and we're going to come back and answer more questions shortly.
How do I find out which documents to file for my green card?
I wish there was an easy way to do it, and there is not. The immigration law, they say, is the second most complex law in the United States of America behind our tax code. Depending on your case, it's not as easy as filling out a form. Most cases require more than a form. Most cases require documents, forms, perhaps affidavits, and it requires multiple submissions over a period of time. There is no place in the entire United States of America to go to find out how to handle your case. This is why lawyers go to law school. This is why it took me years and years of practice and experience before I'm able to even answer these questions.
This is Kim Moore with the Brad and Squeeze Show, and today we are asking New Yorkers questions about immigration. Let's find out how much they know. Are you allowed to get a green card if you have a criminal record?
Not sure.
No, you're not allowed to get a green card.
Nobody should be. Nobody should be.
Yes and no. It depends. Like, if you have a serious crime, you can't.
Maybe it depends on the offense. Maybe felonies and above, you're not allowed to have a green card?
But definitely you could actually ask somebody, go online and find out.
It depends. Immigration law is very complex.
There's so many factors such as when did you actually get convicted? Were you a child?
If an immigrations and customs enforcement officer stops you, do you know what your rights are?
Nope.
I'll just say I don't know.
For police guard or wait, say it again.
No, I would not know all my rights without consulting something legal.
Absolutely. I mean, you have the First Amendment, which is freedom of speech. Second Amendment, I think it's the right to bear arms.
If you're going to exercise your right to bear arms, it's not a good idea to do that to an immigrations and customs enforcement officer. That's going to end in bad news, and you might end up on the news as one of those casualties.
It really depends on where you're stopped. But if an immigration officer stops you and you don't have status in the United States, then clearly at this point you have a right to remain silent. But if you don't have the right to enter the United States, you are basically able to state if you're afraid to go back to your country, they will allow you to be able to do an asylum case in the United States.
What are some policy changes that Donald Trump has made since he's come into office?
I know he's the DREAM Act has been brought up amongst Congress, and it's been pressured to be removed.
Grandparents and aunts and uncles and first cousins can no longer come to this country for whatever reason. I think immediate family, parents, children can still come.
Cutting H-1B visas for immigrants and stuff like that. I don't know whether it's right or wrong. I mean, it might be wrong for the country, but I'm not sure.
There have been significant changes in immigration policy since Trump took office. Some of them definitely pertaining to deportation defense has been anyone who has an order of removal. If they've been able to report to what they call an order of supervision, it's almost similar to probation. Those individuals are routinely being picked up.
Do you know what a sanctuary city is?
Sanctuary city, it's a holy city of some sort. Sanctuary city, memorizing something, is it to do with religion? No.
Like the domain city, like within the area, or like New York City itself. Basically, yeah, like in a very how can I say it?
Is that a city where they're not allowed to deport you? Possibly. I'm not honestly sure what that is.
A sanctuary city.
What is a sanctuary city, or name one?
Both.
I guess it's a city where you can't enter. For example, you can't go through.
It actually means the complete opposite. They won't stop you from coming in. Rather, they provide protection to undocumented immigrants.
Two cities that come to mind is New York City and Boston. They have indicated that they're going to protect their citizens, whether they're immigrants or not, and not work with the federal government in order to deport them.
If you are married to a U.S. citizen, do you automatically get a green card?
I believe that is no. I think there's some procedures and processes.
I think you get the potential to have one. I don't think you automatically get one.
No, you don't.
Do you know what it takes?
You have to prove it, and then you have to file for them to get a green card, and it takes, I think, about like 3 months or so.
Yes, I think yeah. If you're married to a citizen, you do get a green card.
No, you don't automatically get a green card. There's a process.
U.S. citizen spouse would have to sponsor you for a green card, and then you would have to attend an interview.
More importantly, you need to sit down with an attorney to discuss whether or not you're eligible to get the green card. We need to know how you entered the country. Did you actually provide any type of fraudulent documents to an immigration officer? Have you ever lied to an immigration officer?
How do you prove that you're in a real marriage?
Well, obviously when people get married, they get marriage certificates.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen over a couple of months. Maybe it actually takes like a year or maybe even 2.
They come to your house and they check to make sure that you're not lying. And they look through your things to make sure everything is, in place.
It is possible that immigration can show up at your house basically to verify if you're in a real marriage. That has happened. Normally it happens after an interview.
When you're at the interview, don't sit there looking like you don't want to be there, even if you got into a fight with your spouse right before the interview. Be able to present lots of documentary evidence, for example, jointly filed tax returns.
Some people may not have a lot of documentation, but your ability to be able to answer questions, the ability to be able to show pictures that are certainly in certain different places.
I understand that it's an uncomfortable situation because you are providing intimate details about your relationship and your marriage to your spouse to a complete stranger. But it's important that you remain calm and you provide detailed answers to the immigration officer's questions.
There are experienced immigration attorneys that will be able to assist you with complex cases, anything dealing with whether it's employment-based, criminal immigration cases, or just getting a green card via marriage base, because every case is different and every case usually has some type of problem in it that needs to be resolved, and we are here to help you. So contact the law offices of Spar and Bernstein.
Prior successful results do not guarantee similar outcome. Okay, so I'm here at the airport, right into, of course, a client of USA Credit Repair, and she wants to tell me what USA Credit Repair did for her. So what did USA Credit Repair do for you?
Yes, I must say I had bad credit. I heard you and I call.
Mm-hmm.
You gave me a discount and working with me on a monthly plan.
Right.
My credit is excellent now. I'm getting credit card. I got car, and I'm in good shape, tip-top shape. I didn't believe at first it was a gamble, but I prove it for myself. So I have to let you all know. Check Mr. Squeeze because he's doing it for us.
What kind of car did you get?
Acura RDX.
Acura. So now that you have good credit, what is your credit score?
It's in the 750.
750 range?
Yes, 750 range.
All right. Anything else you got with your credit after realizing that everything worked out for you with your credit?
Gold cards. Gold card, credit card, gold card.
Tell people a few of the bad things you had on your credit before we fixed it.
Okay, I have loans. I have a couple of credit cards, and quite a few other stuff I had, but it was really bad. It was really bad. I couldn't ask for anything in any store, not even a store card I couldn't get.
Right.
And now I can walk wherever I want to and apply, and I'm sure I'm gonna get.
All right.
Yes.
Did you get a loan recently?
Yes, I did. I'm here in Jamaica to bury my son, and I went to the credit union without any question. I got what I wanted, and while they gave it to me, they said, "We see here that you're qualified for a gold card," and I got it too.
Wow, so you got the loan. Okay, and by the way, sympathies and condolences in reference to
my son?
Your son who died, right?
Yes.
Sorry about that. Okay. However, at least you were able to give him a good send-off because you got the loan, right?
Yes,
and you
definitely.
also got yourself a gold card.
Yes, more than one.
More than one?
Yes.
Now, the only thing that we're going to ask for you to do is make sure that you maintain good credit.
Yes, I will.
All right?
I will.
I mean, although you know you have us still. Right?
Yes.
And just spread the word to everybody.
Yes,
right?
I'm spreading it. I'm spreading it.
Tell them that Squeeze is no joke.
Yes, Squeeze is no joke. He'll do it for me and he'll do it for you.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. See you. Bye-bye. There you have it, folks. Once again, like I said, going through an airport, I meet so many people who's always saying that we, have done such wonders for them with credit. It even happens with the Spar and Bernstein law offices because people talk about immigration, but here we are talking about credit, and I'm very happy that this lovely lady, of course, was able to get help from us. Her son passed on, and she was able to get a loan. She was able to get a gold card. She was able to get her Acura RDX, and that's what we're all about. She gave me goose pimples knowing that we were able to help her out in such a, situation with her son passing on. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's USA Credit Repair. Make sure you check us out online or call us at 1-800-786-1330. That's 1-800-786-1330. And if you're listening to this on the radio, check it out on Facebook and you see what we have been doing, all right? Rocking my son's Penn State.
We're here today in New York City asking people questions about their rights. Let's find out how much they know. Can your Facebook or social media posts be used against you in a court of law?
Yes, it can be used against in a court of law.
Do you know why?
Because of privacy.
Okay.
Pretty sure it can.
Your social media posts can be used against you in the court of law.
Do you know why?
No, I really don't.
I'm aware that once they are on that social media site, they are owned
by that social media site?
Absolutely. Be smart, people. Assume that anything you put on your social media can absolutely be used against you.
Everything you write, Snapchat, Facebook, text, email, all of that can be used against you later on, even if deleted.
Are you obligated to take a breathalyzer when the police pulls you over?
Yes. No.
I am not sure of what I would need to do.
It depends on what you're stopping me for. If I am driving and drinking, yes. If he smells alcohol on my breath, yes.
If I say no, then they would automatically think I'm guilty of drinking, which would probably be the case.
You're not obligated to take any test offered by the police department.
The walk and stand test, the portable breathalyzer at the scene of a DWI, you're not obligated to take any of those tests.
They can use that evidence against you later on in court.
Whenever you're pulled over by the police, the first thing you should do is call an attorney.
What do you do if police stops you for DWI?
You will get out of the vehicle and they will just make sure everything is great, and if everything's not great, then you will go down to the station and they'll arrest you.
You need to cooperate with the police because they are in charge.
The very first thing you should do is ask to speak to an attorney. And remember, people, you do not have to submit to these tests.
Don't tell them you had 2 drinks at a party, but you're not intoxicated. Don't answer any questions. Don't take any tests. Provide the police with the paperwork they requested and immediately ask for an attorney.
Do the police have to read your Miranda rights to you when they arrest you?
I would say they would have to because you're not you're being arrested, but you're not in a crime. You're not doing a crime, so I would say yes.
I believe that the police have the right to read you your Miranda rights in that situation, just to let you know what's going on and what the priorities are and just the whole situation that you're in.
Miranda rights are all about TV and movies. There's actually no such thing as Miranda rights. The police only have to give you your Miranda warnings if they're going to question you.
If they are not read for whatever reason, that doesn't mean you should go run and say or incriminate yourself. Just assume that anytime you're dealing with the police and you're in that situation, anything you say will be used against you.
If you're in jail, is the Department of Corrections allowed to record your phone conversations?
If you are in jail, what did you say? No, I do not believe that they are allowed to record your phone conversations.
They absolutely can and will listen to your conversations.
Not only are they allowed, but they do it on every phone call.
Use your heads. You're in government custody. Do not speak on the phone, and definitely, absolutely not say anything that can incriminate you.
The only people they're not allowed to record is a conversation with your attorney. So be careful about what you say on the phone from Rikers Island or any correctional facility. Every one of those phone calls are being recorded and sent directly to the district attorney's office.
If you suspect or know that there's a warrant out for your arrest, what should you do?
I believe that you just... Oh man, I'm stuck.
If I suspect there's a warrant out for me, I would like to know why.
I honestly have no idea.
I'm not guilty until proven guilty.
I don't know. I've never had a warrant out for my arrest, but I guess contact an attorney.
There's no guessing. Call an attorney. That is a smart thing to do.
Absolutely. That's the first thing you should do. Contact an attorney. Let them handle it.
Better yet, don't just call any attorney. Call the attorneys at Spar and Bernstein. We really care about clients, the community, and protecting your rights.
Prior successful results do not guarantee similar outcome.
We're back!
We are back. So Kim, we were thinking about going as a marathon for 4 hours, but we have a concern about Facebook. We don't want them to
Shouldn't say it.
We don't want them to. We can tell. We don't want them to kick us off.
You just told them.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take two or three more questions from Kim. We want to remind everybody that next week, February 1st, the show's moving 5:30 to 7:30. We're going to be back today at 12 o'clock. We are partnered with USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit, which the telephone number is 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. Call
And I'm getting off shortly,
Right.
and I will be speaking with everyone who call USA Credit to ensure that they're getting the best possible customer service. I promise you.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take two or three more questions from social media, and then we're going to be back at 12 o'clock.
Allie Boo from Facebook would like to know, if you get married in Jamaica and my husband lives in the U.S., can the filing be done in the U.S. and then I adjust my status?
No, because you have the intention of coming to the United States to get your green card on a visitor's visa. You're going to have a misrepresentation issue.
Pop says, I'm from the Senegal. My wife filed for me and we have a son. We went to the interview. They approved the I-130, but they're requesting more evidence. I sent it to them. How long is it going to take for them to respond to me?
You filed an I-130. They asked for more evidence. Hopefully you get a response within 3 to 4 months. If you haven't, then call us.
Lee asks, can you explain what is a moral turpitude? I have a petty theft case from 20 years ago, and I got my green card 4 years ago.
Moral turpitude means something in your head that you did. You were convicted of a crime that, in the statute of the crime, where it says somebody's guilt, like for example, somebody's guilty of a crime if they knowingly steal something from somebody else. That's theft. Okay, so if you had knowledge of what you were doing with a bad intent, that is a crime of moral turpitude. So you had to have knowledge of what you were doing with a bad intent. So any statute that is read as having knowledge of what you're doing with a bad intent, that is a crime of moral turpitude. Versus, say in New York State, for example, it says somebody is guilty of driving under the influence if their blood alcohol level is 0.08. It has nothing to do with what was in your mind. It has nothing to do with your intent. It just happens to be your 0.08 and above, DUI. It has nothing to do with whether you knew you were DUI, you didn't, or anything else. So a DUI is not a crime of moral turpitude, which is why in New York State a DUI is not a deportable offense. But a driving while intoxicated is, because the way that the law is written.
Moral turpitude.
Moral turpitude, squeeze.
I hear the term all the time. I didn't
know. So when they say that you are a person of good moral turpitude, that means, did you, like for citizenship or even filing your adjustment, did you do anything with a bad intent in your mind to show that you are a bad person, even if you weren't found guilty of anything, even if you were accused of it? So, what I generally say is, if you were accused of it one time, well, everyone's entitled to a bad day. It doesn't make you a bad person. But if it's continuous, then they can say, hey, maybe this person is a bad person.
So it's really just a scale on how to judge your decision-making ability?
Well, for citizenship and adjustment, yes, but then a crime of moral turpitude is actually, did you plead guilty to something in which you had a bad intent with knowledge of what you were doing?
Gotcha. Nadia asks, can a wife file for their mother-in-law?
No.
Now that's 4 questions. Do you want more?
Last one, and we're going to say goodbye.
Rosanna says, if you married a green card holder, how long is it going to take to get a green card?
2 years. And with that, social media.
And with
Kim, Belgium Kim, born in Belgium, raised in North Carolina. You are an absolute... You're all over the place, Kim. Born in Belgium, raised in North Carolina.
I'm a citizen of the world.
And lives in Harlem now. Works in downtown Manhattan. There you go. All right. So with that, we're going to see you back at 12 o'clock on the Brad Squeeze Show. Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much. The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. Ay, ay.